there are some of us who are good at gardening, and then there are those of us who have tried to garden before or tried to grow a single plant, and every time we attempt to do so, the plants die for one reason or another. And so quite often you will hear people use the expression, "I don't have a green thumb." Now, with everything in life, there are people who are just naturally good at whatever it is that they're doing, and then there are those people who, whatever it is, they need to put in a little bit more effort. But some of the most successful people at whatever it is that they're doing are not necessarily the ones who are just gifted at it. Yes, they are successful, but you see, those who have to struggle for what they have, struggle to gain the capabilities that they gain, they value it so much that they become really, really successful at what they are doing. And so, for those of you who have been trying to grow stuff, but for whatever reason you just don't think that you have a green thumb because your plants die, it just needs a little bit more effort. Sometimes it could be that you're just forgetting to water your plants on time. Sometimes it could be that you just don't have the experience when it comes to watering, and so you might overwater your plants. Or maybe because you're growing for the first or second time and, well, you're just trying it out, but you don't really have the knowledge of what to do to make those plants grow. Each plant has its own specific needs, and the good thing is that there are multiple plants that has the same requirements. So it's not as if individually you're going to need to treat your plants individually for them to grow successfully. So that being said, whatever you decide to grow, a good practice is to first research that type of plant. So say, for example, you're growing lettuce, look at the type of soil that those plants need. Look at the type of nutrients. Look at how to care those plants. When you research those things first, and the good practice is to make a note of it. So if the research is something you cannot save, make a notebook. It's always good to have a gardening notebook. Why? Because as you go through your gardening experience, you're going to be able to write down what you did and the result that you got from doing it, whether it was good or it was bad. Write down what you learned, what you should not do again when you started your plants, what happened to your plants on its journey. Did it start off struggling and then it improve after you have done something? So make a note, and the more informative your note can be, the better it is for you the next time around when you try to grow these plants, because you will have already had some of the information on that plant that can help you to increase your chances of success. So we are going to be having a challenge for those who would like to grow a garden but believe that they don't have a green thumb, whether because of failing in the past or maybe they have never done it before. So we're going to be having a challenge for those who believe they don't have a green thumb. And the challenge is to help you to grow a garden this year. And we're going to be keeping it simple. We're going to encourage you to start with, for some of you, you might want to start with 1 or 2 types of plants. And we're going to keep it at a maximum of 10 plants. So we are going to stay tuned. We're going to be giving you the first step in the challenge that we want you to follow, and then to see what result you get. So each week we're going to be meeting up and discussing the challenge and how it is going and what your next step should be. So stay tuned, because we want you to have that successful garden. We don't want you to go around thinking you don't have a green thumb. It just mean that you need a little bit of guidance, a little bit more information. And with what is happening in the world now, things are so crazy. The price of food is going up, and food recall, oh my gosh, that is absolutely no joke. It seems as if food recall is as commonplace as people not having enough money to buy the type of food that they need to eat healthy. So we want you to be able to really grow that garden and grow it successfully. So that is why we're going to have the challenge. So feel free to join us if you think you don't have a green thumb, or if you are just getting started but you would like to learn the ropes of gardening, then this challenge would be good for you as well.